All right, folks. I am so excited tonight to have Angela on to share her amazing transformational journey. So, Angela, thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Thanks.
Now, we've been on a journey for about 10 months, and can you give everybody an idea of where you were at? Like, what were some of the frustrations and challenges you had back in November of last year?
Oh, what I had last year? Um, so I had a pretty rough year the year before I met you. Um, I left a marriage of 23 years. I lost my dad, which was pretty devastating. And and then we went through a whole year where my son was graduating and then COVID hit and he lost everything. So I had a year that was just filled with loss, really.
Yeah,
Um,
devastation.
yeah, there was. Um,
Yeah.
hmm So, I mean, I think I had started on a journey before I met you. Like, I need to get out of this funk. Like, I can't stay in it any longer. And yeah, thanks to Penelope, you came along at the right time.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. So, I mean, there was just a lot of things in place that were like, we need to make a change. This needs to happen now because there needs to be some kind of shift in our life is what it sounds like. So,
Mhm.
you decide, we get on a call. You don't even know me. We get on a call. You're like, what do we do here? I'm looking at Penelope. She's getting some results. So we talk through it. We figure out the plan for you moving forwards, and we go and you jump in. So what do you feel like you wanted the program to do for you, and what I know part of it was weight release and all that stuff. But what do you feel like were some of the biggest things that the program did for you?
Um, so weight loss was a big thing, but I mean, I'd been dealing with weight loss and weight struggles for so many years that I really didn't want to focus on it anymore.
Yeah.
I knew I had to lose it, and I knew I wanted to lose it, and I always had that picture in my head. But especially with my dad's cancer and going through it, I wanted to be healthy because I didn't want my son going through the same thing I went through. And so my main motivation was I need to be healthy. I need to make sure that I make changes in my life. And that is honestly the biggest thing was being able to eat healthy and not feel like I was missing out and not having these cravings that were pulling me back, and um, just just feeling so good and so much better that I could keep going with it. And then to
Totally.
have like there was so many things that came along with that. Like after like 2 months, I realized that the knee pain that I had had for 10 years was gone. And this was like something that was there all the time. I mean, I didn't trust it to run on it, and it
Yeah.
just wasn't hurting anymore. It was like, it was crazy. Like just to wake up and realize, hey, like it's gone. It's crazy.
Yeah, and a lot of people I don't think link food intake and stress to pain, like physical pain in their body.
Hmm.
So I think that's a really massive aha. Um,
Hmm.
and like you said, I think what one of the things that I fell in love with right away, and I was like, oh, we're gonna fit really well, was that you were like, this isn't about weight release. This is about health transformation, right? And that's really what this has to be for anybody, right? If we're hyper focused on one thing, it's very hard to have all of these other things occur, and I think that's why you had such a fantastic transformation. So you jump in, you do the health thing, you start playing soccer. You
Yeah.
became a soccer player, which is awesome, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've always
And
been into sports and everything, but I didn't have and I didn't want to go. I wanted to go back to baseball, but I thought that was probably not the best thing. But I thought, why not give soccer a try? Like, I have the confidence. Let's just do it.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. So you go through this whole process. We do a lot of mindset work. We do a lot of
Mhm.
health transformational stuff, confidence stuff, all of these things. What where are you now? Like what were some of the transformational changes that occurred? What were some of the landmarks and goals that you actually hit and were able to achieve and maintain?
Um, well, being able to be active again and not worry about the knee, that was a goal. So to be able to play soccer, that's pretty cool. Um,
Absolutely.
the first one, my first goal was I wanted to be under 200 pounds, and I definitely have hit that one. And then my next goal, which I'm still working on, is I want to lose a total of 100 pounds.
Yep.
And so I'm at like 84, 85, something like that.
So we're gonna hit
Um,
that before the end of this year, right?
yes,
Yeah, we are.
absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. That's
Hmm.
fantastic. And that's an amazing goal. And I think a lot of people look at a goal like that, like 100 pounds, and be like, there's just no way. Right.
Hmm.
But the thing that I think has been really good and special about what you've accomplished is you're just chipping away at it piece by piece, and you're okay with the ups and downs of the roller coaster and all of those of what comes with a journey like this.
Hmm.
Um, and one of the cool things that I loved about working with you is that you made some occupation changes as well.
Yeah, I did. Um, well, you helped me realize that I wasn't putting enough emphasis or I guess enough meaning around money and money coming in. It wasn't my focus to begin with. Like I said, it was my health. Um, but once I realized that, you know what, I got to make the money. As much as I didn't want to leave the job I was in, I needed to make a change. And so I made one that didn't end up being the best move for me,
Yeah.
but it really taught me. It taught me that I can make those changes completely alone and still be okay. And because of that, I ended up getting into the job I really wanted to be in. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It was so cool watching you springboard from, going in first, having the confidence to go into a new career. A lot of people will stay in the same career for a very long time. I mean, you were happy in that, you enjoyed it, and you were
Yeah.
like, what, I'd like to enjoy it and, value my value, right? And do all of
Yeah.
that stuff and, bring in a little bit more abundance. So you jump into this one job. It's not necessarily exactly where you want to be, right? But that's the thing, folks, springboarding from there. And then you ended up in this job that you really want to be in, right? This is like it was kind of a dream scenario. So it shows that we don't always get the right, career set right out of that, right? And then we can jump again, folks. So
Yeah. Yeah. That
yeah,
was a big thing for me for sure.
yeah, that's huge. So you're at 84 pounds released. You're playing soccer. You're in a brand new career and job, and by the end of this year, you'll be a whole 100 pounds lighter, which is pretty
Yeah.
amazingly epic on so many levels. Um, so, Angela, if you were talking with somebody and they were like, I want to make a transformational change, right? Like they were in a
Mhm.
space like yourself and they want to make a transformational change or they're thinking about jumping in this program, what advice would you give them around transformation?
To do it, like to actually decide that you are enough, that you are worthy, and to just put the time in for yourself and not make the excuses, not listen to the stories. But yeah, the excuses gotta go, because you gotta put yourself first. And if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else.
Absolutely. Yep. And those
Yeah.
stories are good, aren't they? Aren't the excuses and the
Yeah.
stories, they're really good at talking us out of making these changes in our lives. They're so good, folks. But I love that you share that, and I think what you said there is one of my favorite things I have ever heard. You are worthy, folks.
Hmm.
Okay, that's the thing. You deserve this. You can make this change for you, right? You don't. A lot of times, people think self care is selfish, right? Or they get stuck in that. So I love that you emphasize there and really help people step into that for themselves. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, Angela, for coming on and sharing this story. It's super powerful. I cannot wait to see what happens as we round out the year and end on a high note. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.